This week on First Date.
Black penis does not belong in white vagina. Y'all go crazy. Yeah. No matter the length. The smarter you are, I think is the worse your pussy gonna be.
Really? Mm-hmm. Damn, my pussy must suck.
What you got, PhD?
No.
Oh, well, you good.
I
meant your exes!
Oh my gosh, that's the funniest thing I've ever heard. I'm so excited to see you tonight.
First date, baby. First date, I can't wait. First date.
And just like that, hi guys, my name is Lauren Compton. Welcome to another episode of First Date, where we find out what it's like to date the person in the hot seat. My guest today is a single touring comedian. He was born in Miami, moved to Georgia, raised in Georgia, moved to LA at 19. He's a Capricorn and has huge hands. He's also been in a Super Bowl commercial. You can see him on Kill Tony. Give it up for my guest today, you guys, David Lucas. All right, David, so here's how this is going to go. I've got a menu here.
Let's go.
And I've got different questions for you. So I've got some appetizer questions, so we'll ease into it. Then I've got main course questions, which are a little heavier. You said you're really good at being honest on the spot.
Absolutely.
So my favorite thing to do is call out your red flags.
I got a lot.
Great. Well, I'm gonna call them out and find out if you're dateable or not.
Okay.
And then I'll end with a nice question to try to
Sounds good.
Bring you back.
Dateable and fuckable. I'm more fuckable than dateable.
Why do you say that?
Because I get
non-committal.
I mean, it's hard being committed when you're on the road, 30 to 40 weeks out of the year.
Yeah.
Every girl says they understand until they don't. Most girls have never dated a busy man, a self-made man. Most women have not. They've dated 9-to-5 guys, career guys. They've never really dated a person who has to hustle to get their next paycheck. They never dated a guy who doesn't have sick days. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
No paid sick days, no PTO.
How long do these girls usually last?
Depends on where they live. If they live in proximity to me, 6 months. If they live out of town, it can be a while because it's we already live out of town.
Right.
So we don't see each other that much.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we're just going to move straight to the main course questions. What is your exit strategy for a terrible first date?
Exit strategy?
Yeah. If it's going terrible, just god awful, and you're I don't want to sit here a minute longer with this girl.
I don't really do first dates. I don't you mean out to eat?
Yeah.
Yeah, if we go out to eat, we've already had sex, so I know that I can tolerate you.
How do you get them in bed?
It's my thing is we got to have sex so I can know what quality of restaurant you should go to.
That's a red flag.
How is that a red flag?
Because you're judging them based on their pussy control.
Is that not realistic?
I mean, most men try to seduce the girl through their tummy. They say that the fastest way to a girl's heart is through her stomach.
I don't got time for that.
I see.
I'm only home Monday through Wednesday.
Where's home?
Austin.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're home Monday through Wednesday.
Yeah. Who got time to be doing all that bullshit?
Yeah.
It's just real. I'll bring you to a show. That could be our first date. You can see me get off. But It's going to sit at a restaurant and got to hear all that bullshit about 5 years and what's your love language, bitch? What?
What is your love language?
Sucking dick. That's my love language.
That's the girl's love language. I see what you're saying. Your love language is getting your dick sucked.
Yeah. Not me sucking dick.
Okay, I was confused. I was oh.
That's my love language.
I see. So your physical touch.
Yeah.
And
how gay is that?
I don't think that's gay.
Physical touch? That could be you rub my feet. I want to be touched in a certain area.
I see.
Yeah.
And that
specific physical touch.
That 5-inch area.
Well, that's on soft.
See.
Yeah,
oh, okay.
Yeah.
You have big hands, so.
Big old hands.
How big is your dick?
No girl has ever. The last few girls. There was this one girl I had sex with, and
David, just how big is your dick, dude?
About 8.5. But it's extremely thick.
Okay.
The last girl I tried to have sex with, we couldn't have sex.
Oh, wow.
It was like 20 minutes. Yeah.
Was she Asian?
She was Asian and black.
Yeah, I feel like
And I'm like, who you been having sex with? I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with your vagina?
Other Asian dudes.
Yeah, that was terrible.
Do you believe in astrology?
No, that's goofy.
Okay. But you are a Capricorn.
Yeah. And people, like, especially a lot of black girls. I didn't know white girls were into this shit. That is so crazy now. You burning sage, too?
Palo Santo?
Yeah, that's so crazy. White girls into spirituality.
What is it a red flag to you if a girl comes on a date and she's like, what's your time of birth?
Yeah. Because it makes no sense. Because if you read a Gemini's horoscope, some of those qualities can fall up under a Capricorn. And it's like when people say, oh, you're a Capricorn, you get money. So only Capricorns get money? A Leo or Scorpio can't get money? Like, it's dumb.
Yeah.
It's dumb. Like, I'm not the earth. I don't rely on a gravitational pull to have big or small waves. So it's like...
What if a girl is just so extremely hot and she comes out with those red flags? Do you ignore them to go to bed with her?
It depends on how annoying she is, because my uncle always taught me, no matter how fine a girl is, there's some guy somewhere tired of her shit. Like, looks last 5 days, maybe.
5 days?
Like, if you're talking to somebody, if they're extremely annoying.
Oh, I see.
You know what I'm saying? Like, how long do looks really last? I need your personality to be dope as fuck. Like, all that external shit only lasts so long. Like looks are the initial attraction, but how you are and your personality is what's going to keep me around. Yeah. And a lot of girls rely too much on their looks and they never develop a personality.
So how do you break up with someone?
Just stop texting them. Stop,
You're a ghoster.
Yeah. It depends. Like, why are we breaking up? Are we breaking up because you're too clingy? Are we breaking up because you want to move too fast? It all depends on you. So if you're being too clingy or saying like, oh, we've been talking 2 months and you're talking about I love you, then it's like, I'm gonna take hours to respond to your text, because that to me is a red. Like, well, how do you love me? Why do you love me? Anytime we see each other, we're talking for 10 minutes and having sex the rest of the time. So what do you mean you love me?
Maybe they're just trying to lock down the lion.
I get it. I get that, women look at men as a project. Yeah. Y'all look at us like as a project. So it's like, if you can't complete that project, like, then what? Then you feel like you failed. Like, how you knew what I was when you met me. Like, I told you that I don't want any expectations. Mm-hmm. And I don't know what I want. So we can do this or we can't. And then you take it upon yourself to fall in love. That's on you.
What is the longest relationship you've ever had?
When I first moved to LA, I was with a girl for 4.5 years, but that's only because I needed a place to stay.
Damn.
And then when I started making my own money, then I was just like, man, fuck.
That's a red flag.
It's called survival.
I understand. I get that it's survival. Do you still talk to your exes?
If they're cool, yeah.
They sound like they go crazy, though.
I got 2 baby mamas, so I had to talk to my exes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Which one do you like more?
Probably the youngest daughter. Her mom.
I meant your exes!
Oh. You told me to be honest.
Oh my God, you can't pick on your children. Oh my God, I just spit all over the menu. Oh my gosh, that's the funniest thing I've ever heard. Your youngest. Wow. Okay. So you're in and out of these relationships. You got 2 babies mamas. How do you feel about open relationships?
Girls are into it until you have to be honest. Mm-hmm. I hate this term gaslighting, and it's like, what is that, bitch? I'm lying to you. Like, this is not gaslighting. Yeah. What happened to I'm just lying to you? Why do you have to make it something that is not?
Well, I think that an open relationship is where you are honest, where you're like, you can.
Girls can't handle honesty.
That's not true.
If me and you had an open relationship.
Yeah. Well, I don't like open relationships.
But
I
I'm
would
just
never
saying,
enter that.
But just think, if me and you in an open relationship, I come home that night from visiting my other one, And you're like, well, how? And you want honesty. How did it go? Well, she made me nut twice. Well, I've never made you nut twice. Well, bitch, you wanted honesty.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? You see how? Yeah.
I mean, I can say specifically that I wouldn't be cool with that because I'm not cool with an open relationship. But you're saying that girls can't handle honesty.
No. Even if we were in a monogamous relationship, and you're like, is this the best pussy you ever had? Would you want me to be honest with you?
I wouldn't ask that question.
Okay.
I'm smarter than that. I'm not going to put myself in a situation to get hurt.
A lot of girls are not smarter than that.
Oh.
Yeah. A lot. They ask.
They ask that question?
And I'm like, do you want to know the truth?
They ask you if it's the best pussy you ever had? You're like, yo, bitch, I've been with a half black, half Asian girl.
Man, come
and
on.
my dick barely fit.
Right. Best pussy I ever had was an IHOP waitress.
Really?
Yeah. Yes.
Why was that so good?
Because she ain't had that much education.
Oh.
Yeah.
So she just was dumb.
The smarter you are, I think, is the worse your pussy gonna be.
Really? Damn, my pussy must suck.
What, you got, a PhD?
No.
Oh, well, you good. You got a bachelor's? You got a bachelor's?
I never went to college.
Oh, well, yeah, you probably got great pussy.
I'm pretty witty though sometimes.
Yeah.
When I try, when I think hard.
Yeah, you probably got decent pussy.
So we went from good to decent. Damn, this is making me want to be dumber than I am.
I mean,
what do you think is more important though?
I don't know what it is about struggle that makes the pussy so much better.
So if a girl is struggling,
Mentally or physically.
God, I should break an ankle.
Yeah,
Yeah.
when I say physically struggle, I mean like financially.
Oh.
Yeah. Like,
That's financially.
huh?
That's financially.
Yeah, but it's something about poor women and they have great vagina. I don't know what it is.
That's a red flag.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. It's still a red flag. Have you ever had a threesome?
No, I don't like that.
You like one girl having
One-on-one.
One-on-one.
Yeah.
Do you know the names of every girl you've ever slept with?
No, because I've met girls at shows and we slept together and I never say their number. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I got so many numbers in my phone with no name. Yeah, it happens. It's too much.
Yeah. So you like the one-on-one contact. What is it about a threesome that doesn't strike your fancy? Because it seems like that'd be a lot of attention.
I don't need a lot of attention. I don't need a lot of attention. I just need I don't know what it is about a threesome. It just doesn't seem appealing to me. Because it's like, all right, what if one get and I don't really want to see girl on girl in front of me. I know that sounds weird.
No,
but I don't really want to see that. It's like if you you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's kind of gay.
A little bit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
I'd rather just have one. One's enough. One's all you need.
Yeah.
And I'm really like it's only been like one girl and she had zero money. That's what I'm saying. The least amount of money you have, the better the vagina. Where I was able to nut back to back.
Damn.
Yeah, like bust, go back in her, then like 6 minutes later, I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Wow.
Yeah, she's engaged now. I offer her so much money to break up with that nigga.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So sad. Sad day. Yeah.
But good for her.
I hope it don't work out.
David.
I'll be here to rescue her.
That's a red flag. What's your perfect pussy situation?
How it looks.
Sure.
I don't like them big blown out lips.
Okay.
I like the ones that kind of tuck in.
Like a porn star.
Yeah. I like that. Like, if you got too many lips, you need to trim it or something.
Yeah.
I like the peekaboo clit. You know what I'm saying? Where you got to pull the skin back to see it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't like the protruding clit.
Yeah, no, I could understand that. That's a little
And
off-putting.
I like vagina where you can tell the girl doesn't use a lot of toys.
How can you tell that?
By how sensitive her clit is. Like, if you blow on it, she's shivering.
And that means she does or doesn't use toys a lot.
That means she doesn't use a lot of toys, or she just uses her hand.
Oh, I see. So her
Sensitivity
clit hasn't been overstimulated.
Right. I like when you can like lightly lick a vagina and the girl shivering.
Right.
Because some hoes you got to put your chin into it.
Oh!
It be yeah. It's a that all these sex toys they be vibrating the hell out of that.
Oh my God! You got to really go hard on some of these girls.
You really do. It's
Mornings in my house. One word: chaotic. I don't know about you, but I'm a morning person. I like to get up and go. I got things to do in this world. I like to get up, I take my dog for a walk. Sometimes I even go for an extra walk. And I definitely like to get my workout in and get back home, showered, and ready for my day by 9:30 in the morning. But luckily, the chaos of cooking breakfast is handled for me with Daily Harvest. Because with Daily Harvest, I'm getting quick and easy meals that have a whole foundation of nourishment for my entire day, delivered right to my door. Daily Harvest keeps my stomach and my freezer full with plenty of options, like fruit and veggie smoothies, forager bowls, all kinds of breakfast options, lattes. With Daily Harvest, I get so many easy to prep options that I don't even have to think about what I want to cook. I love that I can skip the shopping, chopping, and the post cleanup. It's the perfect way to eat. Take the stress out of your morning with Daily Harvest. Go to dailyharvest.com/date for up to $65 off your first box. That's dailyharvest.com/date for up to $65 off your first box. dailyharvest.com/date. Where's the craziest place you've ever had sex?
This one girl, I was in a relationship, and okay, so me and this girl used to date, and I was in a relationship, and I used to date her, and then we broke up, and she got with a better dude, but he was only better as a boyfriend. The sex wasn't better, and she would tell me like, "Look, he's a great guy, but he's just not pleasuring me."
Right.
And I was dating somebody, and I felt like I was obligated to still have sex with her.
Yeah.
So
Do
I
her a
remember-
favor.
Yeah. So I was in a relationship. My girl was at home, and her dude was at home. So we met up at a grocery store and parked our car behind the dumpster and had sex there.
How long ago was that?
Right before the pandemic.
Oh, okay. Yeah. What's the quickest you've gone from meeting to having sex?
Right away. I mean, but it's different because like people know who I am. So girls have already fantasized about having sex with me. So the moment they see me, they tell me what it is.
Right.
It's a little different, but I mean, I've met. I mean, it's like you can. The less you pay attention to a girl, the more she wants you. If she's initially attracted in you. So if I meet a girl at the bar, I buy her a drink and not talk to her, and then she'll come to me and start talking. I'm like, oh, I got her. I'll buy her a drink. Hey, you're beautiful. Walk away. And when she comes to me, I'm like, oh, yeah.
You got her.
Yeah.
God, it sounds so easy.
It don't happen. I mean, you got to read body language. A lot of men can't read body language. Mm-hmm. If I'm sitting here talking to you and you looking at me like that and I'm trying to spit game at you, I'm like, oh, no, she ain't going.
Why?
Because
I'm thinking about it.
You're
too
really
much?
listening. You're really listening. You're not fantasizing.
Right.
You're not moving. You're not playing with your hair. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you got to really know body language to know like what a girl is. She moving her legs? Is she crossing her legs?
Yeah, she's like,
yeah.
David.
So I'll buy you a drink if I know you're interested in me, but I don't want to come off too hard because I don't want to be a simp, or I don't want you to turn me down. I hate being turned down. And if I don't want you to turn me down, or if I feel like you're worth waiting for, I'll buy you a drink, go talk to another girl, and when you come to me, and that's happened multiple times.
Yeah. So you've got the game down pretty good.
Yeah, I got a lot of players in my family, so I was given the game very early.
It's passed down from generation to generation.
It ain't on me, it's in me.
Yeah. Don't hate the player.
Hate the game.
Yeah. That's a red flag. What's the worst turn down you've ever had?
I was kind of drunk. I was at a house party, a famous person in LA. This fucking fine ass, I don't know what she was. Thought she wanted me, or maybe it was the alcohol. You know what I'm saying?
Blame it on the
Blame it on the goose. Got your feeling. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what I thought was flirting the whole night, but I could have been. I was smoking weed and I was on alcohol.
I love that we're incorporating more drugs into this story. Okay.
So when I'm getting ready to leave, the whole room is quiet. And I'm leaving. I've already said bye to everybody. And I go, psst. But I guess it was loud as hell. Because everybody turned to me and I said, calm. And she just had, looked away. And I was like.
Did you give her your number?
Yeah. I gave her my number, yeah.
And did she ever call you?
Nah.
Did you ever see her again?
Maybe. I don't know. Probably.
Dang.
Maybe. Probably because we hang around the same circle.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love like girls I shot at like before I was somebody, and then they see me now and try to get me play, and I'll lead them all the way up to the promised land and be like, oh man, I gotta go home.
Dang. You put them back where they came from.
Yeah, bitch, fuck you.
Yeah. Do you get jealous easily? Not at all. Well, I guess that makes sense for you too because you're always on the road.
I don't get jealous at all.
No?
No.
Not even a little?
I can't, man. No, not even. No. If we're talking, dating, whatever, and you tell me a nigga flirted with you, you better get some money out of that nigga. What you telling me for? Is he rich? You just gonna come over here and tell me a nigga flirted with you? You ain't got no dinner. You ain't got no purse. What the fuck wrong with you? You know what I'm saying?
I do.
We can work together.
Yeah.
If we dating, you go get you some fucking old white man. I got a couple of sugar mamas in my.
Do you?
Yeah, my best sugar mama. I first was on this show on All Def Digital, Roast Me. I'm not even gonna say her name, but she was a lawyer in Seattle, and she first messaged me on my birthday.
So her pussy sucked.
We never had sex. Here's the thing. Oh. She lived in Seattle, right? I only saw her on Instagram. So on my birthday, she sent me some money for my birthday.
Yeah.
She's like, buy yourself some shots, baby. And then like a week later, she sent me some more money. She's like, here's like $700 in case you want to get yourself something. And I'm like, oh, yeah, I see what we got going on. And at the time, I didn't have a gang of money, so it was like perfect. And then she would just send me money every week for like a year and a half. And we didn't meet for a year and a half, and we met in Vegas. Uh-huh. And then when I met her, I was like, oh, I can't do this.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
She paid for that for a long time. What are your other sugar mamas like? Was she the best one?
No, she wasn't the richest one either. My first time, the last sugar mama I have, she's African. Her parents own hotels in is it Kenya? I think it's Kenya. Mm-hmm. They own like a hotel chain in Kenya, and she's younger than me. You know what I'm saying? And she was like, every time she would come to America like once a month to see me. Yeah, and all that Balenciaga shit I got is from her.
Wow.
Yeah. I ain't never bought Balenciaga, and I got like 10 pair of shoes, like 15 shirts.
So when you're not interested in a girl, how do you turn them down? I know you ghost when you're over a girl, but if you're not interested, do you just not acknowledge them? What's that?
If I'm not interested, I don't do that. Homeboy, I don't hang out with girls if we're not, if something's not happening. I don't do that. Oh, this is my male, because like if I hang with you, that means I think you're attractive. First of all, and the last thing I'm about to do is have you flirt in front of me.
Right.
Even if I'm, because here's my thing. As a man, like if me and you hung out and you were talking about friends, I'd be like, no, you got me fucked up. Because as a man, if I find you attractive, I am responsible for your well-being, right? So if we are out, I feel some level of protection that I have to sustain over you. So if you're flirting with a guy, I'm just not going for it because I'm a man. You know what I'm saying? So I'm be like, yo, you better off doing this by yourself.
Right. Well, when you met the sugar mama in Vegas, and you were like, I can't do that.
We had a good time though.
So y'all hung out,
but when it came time for sex, I was like,
you were like, I'm tired.
Yeah, like, man, she was just like older. Like she looked good in Instagram, but when you see somebody in person, it's different, man.
It can be a bit of a catfish.
Yeah. I don't like that loose, like the skin that come off the skin. You know what I'm saying? How old skin be, and it can, you know what I'm saying? It's that, like when you hug somebody and they back move, like that's. Yeah, it's like
yeah, that's hard.
Yeah, it was
very
age. Hard. Yeah.
Do you have a celebrity crush?
Nah. Yeah, I do actually. Chloe Bailey.
I don't know who that is.
Pull her up. Mermaid. Ain't that a mermaid?
Oh, that's Halle.
Oh, they sisters.
Haley, Chloe Bailey.
Both of them can
right,
get it.
Right.
Them two and SZA.
Oh, SZA.
But I had a chance at SZA. I ruined it.
Why?
I was just drinking too much. Yeah, but I didn't know I was gonna run into her. If I knew I was gonna run into her, I would have been tight with my. But I've dated a few celebrities.
Yeah.
It ain't all that. They got so many problems.
Yeah. Looks only last 5 days.
Yeah, it really do.
I get it.
No, how long do looks last for you?
I am actually into medium ugly guys because being rejected by like a hot guy would just make like crush me. But if you're medium ugly and you don't want me, then I don't really give a shit.
Right.
I'm like, well, okay.
I probably would marry a LA6.
Yeah.
She's a 10 in the rest of the country.
I also like meat on a guy's bones. Like I like a little like a belly.
Yeah,
and
like me.
Yeah, like I like the casual.
But I'm scared of white women.
Yeah. I'm scared of black guys.
Yeah. Y'all terrify me.
Why?
Because there's nothing more dangerous than a white woman scorn.
Oh, it's true.
And I'm an asshole, and you can concoct some shit. Yeah. it's not gonna be good.
I've listened way too closely to everything you said. I've already devised a whole plan of my attack.
Yeah, it wouldn't. Yeah, you can say anything, and it's like they go for it because you're like, the Kentucky Derby white girl, and I'm this tatted up Negro with locks, and it's like, oh yeah, he did that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, to balance it off, I need a white girl to have an OnlyFans and a lot of tattoos. So it's like we're on the same.
So she's fucked up.
Right, we're on the same playing field. I know she got some arrest records. Yeah.
Yeah. A couple of alcohol, DUIs, some problems, mental issues.
Hopefully her kids have been taken away.
Right.
So it'll just be
has some physical disability.
No.
Struggling financially.
I ain't even finna lie. I couldn't date nobody with a physical disability.
Oh, okay.
I ain't got the patience.
Yeah. You need him to be standing on both legs.
Yep.
Have both hands ready to go. I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, fully capable.
Like that's some love. Like if we fall in love and something happens to you, that's different. But me meeting somebody like in a wheelchair or suffering from something where I got to take care of them, that's hard. That's challenging, especially with my schedule. You know?
Yeah.
And it's not fair to you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's not fair to you.
Yeah, no, you need girls coming at you on 2 feet. Yeah.
I prefer 2 feet and 2 hands. That's how I like my girls to walk to me.
Right. On their hands and knees.
Yep.
I like that. It's crawling.
Yeah. You ever did that? You ever been into that bondage shit?
Bondage. Explain, like, give me a little bit more of a clarification.
You ever been a dom?
No, not really.
Or a sub?
But I like to be on top when I'm having sex.
Why?
Because it feels better.
No, you just like to be in control. That's your problem.
No, I really don't. Because I'm like a daddy. Like I'm like into daddies. Like calling a guy a daddy and stuff. Like I like being
You got
like
you got daddy issues?
Of course.
Yeah. I don't like that shit. I don't like when girls tell me this pussy is mine because I don't want that responsibility.
Oh.
Yeah.
See, I like to put it on someone.
No.
And be like, this is yours now.
Yeah. Women think they can maintain a sexual relationship, but they always get feelings involved. Mm-hmm. Always.
Yeah. Well, it's nice to get emotionally involved.
And I've never had STD.
Ever.
And I don't use condoms.
Oh, you've gotten very lucky.
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
Have you just never been tested?
No, I get tested. I just pray over my dick before I fuck.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like you really look at a pussy before you fuck it anyway.
You have to.
Yeah.
You
You're
have
like
to.
Pulling it
Yeah,
apart. You're
you have
making
to.
sure that we're clean.
You can't just be deep diving in anything.
Yeah. Blindfolded.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it. You got to know what you're getting yourself into.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So how did you meet SZA?
It was after one of her concerts here in Austin.
Oh, were you like backstage?
Yeah.
Oh, that's fun. And how did she reject you?
She didn't. I knew I wasn't there enough to approach her.
Oh,
Yeah.
so it just never happened.
Right. But I could have shot. But it was just like, I was real myself. I'm like, yo, you've been drinking all day. It's ACL.
Maybe later.
Yeah.
You might meet her again.
Yeah. The plan is to like get with her, do her wrong, and then have her write a song about me.
Well, then you need to get with Taylor Swift.
Nah, I can't date her.
She's white.
Nah, she just looked like I'll choke her out.
She's a good writer. She'd fuck you up.
I would fuck with her for that. I mean, but what you call it did her bad. Calvin Harris. Mm-hmm. When I met you in the summer, But we were playing. Me and Taylor Swift
I
were
could
playing.
just see the anger in your eyes.
me and me and Taylor Swift were playing Tampa at the same time, even though she had way more people.
Yeah.
But I was just thinking about all that bread. I'm like, I had this bitch buy me a car at every concert.
Mm-hmm.
I need a G-Wagon, baby.
I need to know if Taylor would do that.
Yeah. Black penis does not belong in white vagina. Y'all go crazy.
Yeah.
No matter the length.
Like time of sex or length of the dick.
Yeah. Yeah.
Some white dudes have big dicks.
But I'm just saying, a big white dick versus a medium black dick, the black dick will do you worse emotionally. I'm not lying. It will.
What are the top 3 things a girl can do to make you walk away?
Man, not really nothing. I like red flags. It ain't.
You like red flags?
Yeah.
I guess that makes sense. Because you like a girl poor, because that means she's got a better pussy.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'll ask you the last question. It's the dessert question. What is the sweetest thing you've ever done for a girl?
So much.
You've done so much?
Yeah.
Do you
I told you when I date, I'm a boss.
romantic?
Yeah, I'm romantic.
What's the most romantic thing you've ever done, or one of the most romantic things that you can think of?
Flew a girl out, got her a 5-star hotel for like our 6-month anniversary. The spas and all that shit that weekend, and then hired a chef to come into our room.
Oh, cool.
So we never had to leave the hotel resort.
That's pretty.
Yeah.
Did she love it?
She loved it. Yeah.
Excuse me. That's really nice. Well, I'm going to go ahead and recall your red flags. How many do we have? 4?
Probably 20.
Yeah, there were more, but I got lost in the conversation. The 4 that
She was mesmerized.
I
She
was mesmerized.
She was thinking about
I
it.
was deep in thought. I was listening like a real white woman.
She was like, I want to be out here like a crackhead.
So one of your red flags is you have to have sex before going to dinner.
Yeah, but doesn't that make sense?
No.
Okay, let me just say something. Say you're interested in a guy and you make more money than him, but you're like, I see something in him. There's potential. He doesn't have money to take me out, but I want to take him out. Before you invest money, time, you don't want to see what the sex is like?
I need to know who I'm getting involved with before I give up the pussy. What if I don't even like the guy?
That's what text messages are for.
But see, no. This is like what you were saying, how girls get too involved. They get too emotional once you have sex. I don't want to get my emotions invested in a guy that's like a 2.
So you've never had a one-night stand?
Like off of just meeting someone and having sex? No.
Well, what about text messaging for a week and then fucking?
I have never had sex with someone before at least going on a date or 2.
I feel it.
I just can't, you know? I gotta know what that shit's like. Like, is he cool? Another red flag is the 4.5 relationship just to have a place to stay, David.
LA is expensive.
I know.
Girls do it all the time. Why when a guy do it, it's a problem.
That was 4.5 years, though.
Anna Nicole did it for how long?
Well, she was fucked up.
Maybe I was fucked up at the time. Who knows? I'm triggered right now because you're telling me.
That's a red flag?
Yeah. I'm going to do like white girls. I'm triggered.
Well, how did she feel when you left, just by the way? Was she heartbroken? Did she love you? Did she think y'all were going to get married?
Yeah, she wouldn't leave, so I had to start dating another girl and bring her over to the house.
Good God! That's another red flag. Add that to the list. We didn't ask that at the end.
She wouldn't leave, and we had like 8 months left on the lease. And I was
so
like,
you just crucified her.
Well, I told her, I was like, yo, I can afford the apartment by myself now, so why don't you? And I started dating. I was like, why don't you just like go somewhere? I'm not moving. Because I was paying most of the rent at that time. Like I think that apartment was like $1,075, and I was paying like $7, and she was paying like $375. And she didn't have a car, so it was like
the roles were reversing, and you were like, "Yo, you can take care of me, but I ain't taking care of you."
Yeah,
that's a red flag. So another red flag is that the best pussy is struggling pussy. I don't. Yeah. Still strongly agree with that.
Air mattress pussy.
Okay, we're
Yeah.
just gonna move right the fuck on. You're a bit of a playboy. Don't hate the player, hate the game. You know, I mean, I think as far as girls are concerned, that's a bit of a red flag too, because we don't want to hate the player or the game.
My granddaddy told me he ain't never seen a pussy with a pink slip.
David,
Which it means it's never your pussy, it's just your turn. That's real.
for you, a pussy with a pink slip? You got players all around you.
I'm sorry.
I don't know. I mean, you don't want to buy a Ferrari someday?
Of course.
But like, I mean, as a girl.
But I'll lease it.
Okay.
I don't believe in owning cars.
You don't think you'll ever get married?
When my dick stopped getting hard when I don't want it to. Like when I have to pop something to get my dick up there or think about it a lot.
But what if you just get low libido and you just get older and then it's not even the girl's fault?
That's what I'm saying. Like when that happens.
Oh, that's when you'll find
Like
you'll
50.
tie it down.
Yeah.
All right. Well, bringing a girl to your girlfriend's place was the last red flag, so we had 5 that we called out. I would say that right now you're not dateable.
Sorry. But I'll still get some pussy from this show.
I'm sure you will. This will come out. There will be girls that will be
Yeah.
like, holy shit,
He's
8.5
so
inches.
Yeah. They want to see it.
Yeah. Yeah. They'll find you at the shows. They'll be like, I saw you on this girl's podcast. She said you weren't dateable, but I'm trying to.
But let me ask you something. Can y'all pull up a statistic right fast? What's the ratio of women to men in the world? Oh, damn.
Approximately 101 males to 100 females.
What about in America? Let's not do the world because that disproves my point.
98 males per 100 females.
So there's two girls out there missing from every guy. It
Oh my goodness.
It then when you consider gay guys, you knock that down to 40 to 100.
Okay, David, that's been enough. Thank you for coming on the show. Thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of First Date, where we find out what it's like to date the person in the hot seat. David, is there anything that I can shout out for you? Handles, plugs, give them to me.
Go to davidlucascomedy.com if you want to hear some more pimping.
Mr. Worldwide.
davidlucascomedy.com. Yeah.
Cool. All right, David, thank you for coming on.
Thank you, boo.
This was fun.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we'll see you later.
First date, baby.
Are you really drinking a glass of milk with dinner?
First date, I can't wait.
You told your mom about me?